Hey folks, what is cracking, man? I'm the Credit Savage. Welcome to my channel where I like to talk about traveling for free and doing so by using credit card sign-up bonuses as well as the sweet addendums that they give you once you're in the game, so that you can basically maximize on all the spend. And when you are ready to take that trip with you by yourself or significant others, you can do so pretty much, like I said, for free or paying as little money as possible out of your own pocket. And if you have a family, it can add up very quick. So paying no fees when you come to travel, or when it comes to staying somewhere, it's key. And so I'm going to be talking about today credit card that I believe is probably the best American Express card, and it is a hotel card. Now, it's the second year review that I'm making for the Hilton Aspire card. Now, I know a lot of people make 1 year reviews, and I think that's okay. But to me, the power of a credit card really shows on year two, because year one is when you decide to either downgrade the card or cancel it. I don't recommend canceling it because it can affect your credit score. Downgrading it is key because you get to keep that credit card open, and downgrading it to a no annual fee card, to me, is a no-brainer, because guess what? That credit is line is open, and you can always upgrade that card if you want to upgrade it, or you could just leave it alone, use it sporadically, so that you can keep your credit scored, at a high tier. And so that's what I do, but everybody else is different, so your mileage may vary. Now, the reason I think that the American Aspire card is the best credit card American Express has with an annual fee, which is $450, is because year two, it actually has just as much leverage for you to keep it than it does in year one. Now, yes, you cannot get another sign up bonus, which is 150,000 Hilton Honors points, but it racks up points at an unprecedented rate. So my thing is that I am loyal to me and making my stays wherever I'm at, as best as possible, paying as little money as possible. So although I'm not 100%, like a Hilton diehard fan, it makes sense for me to keep my loyalties with Hilton, because their portfolio is so extensive that I can stay pretty much at like any of the thousands and thousands of hotels that they have. And so that, by in of itself, is a big plus for me. Now, the fact that this credit card also gives you diamond status is, to me, the works, because it takes away the worry that I have when it comes to breakfast time, for my family, because I've said it in other videos that I travel with my family, and to me, breakfast is key, especially for the kiddies. Now, if I have diamond status, at the Hilton or at a Marriott or at a Hyatt, that is a big deal, because it usually comes attached to free breakfast. And so we're talking about my wife and I, and a couple of kids. That easily could be $100 every breakfast time. So Hilton giving you access to the executive lounge and then free breakfast, to me, is very key. Okay, another component is the fact that you get 34x for every dollar spent at a Hilton property. So the way that it works out is American Express gives you a certain amount of points that they kind of meet what Hilton gives you. So let's say you get 10 points from American or from Hilton, then they meet the 10 points and they give you the 1-to-1 ratio, which is 20 points on top of the credit card earning 14 points for every dollar spent. Now you have 34x for every dollar spent. So that is, to me, like a 23 to 25% return on spend, which is absolutely bananas. Now, yes, it comes with 150,000 Hilton Honors points that, to a lot of people, those points are not as valuable as others. But this is the thing. If you stay at a property that, charges, let's say, 95,000 points, which is kind of the top tier properties for Hilton, right? And that night, that property charges, let's say $1,000 a night, $800 a night. Well, then now 95,000 points, are worth $900. So you can divide that. I usually, the way that I work my math, because I like to work, taxes and resort fees into the equation. Before I got in the game, I used to stay at resorts. I used to stay at hotels and pay that hotel fee and pay that resort fee because I didn't know any better. And to me, I'm on vacation. I'm having a great time. So, I don't mind spending a little extra. That's what vacations are for. Now, the Hilton Aspire card, actually Hilton in general, whenever you redeem a night via points or a free night certificate, they're not going to charge you, the hotel fee, the taxes, or the resort fees, which is absolutely insane to me, but it's great because I get to save all that money. So let's say I stayed at the Waldorf Astoria, right? And I, would have stayed there easily a couple of nights with my wife and not use points. I would have stayed, I paid for it because it's, like I said, it's one of those where we wanted to get out and I would have made the spend anyways. Now, I was able to save, around $1,150 a night because every night that we used was around $800 to $900 plus $55 resort fee, taxes on top of that, property taxes, and then there's the hotel taxes, and then there's the city and state tax. So it racks up and adds up very quick. So I was able to save a lot of money like that. Now, I have another night certificate that just hit. So guess what? The wife really liked the Waldorf Astoria Monarch Beach, and we're going to go back. So right then and there, my Aspires are paying for themselves. I paid $450 for it. But now I got free nights out of it, that are valued at easily, let's say for, shits and giggles, $1,000 a night with resort fees and taxes all included. Well, then now those, 95,000 points are worth $1,000. So you can do the math on that and see, what it comes up to. I like to get at least 10 cents per point when it comes to redeeming my points. And the Hilton Honors Aspire card racks up those points so quick and lets me do that, man. And that's why I think that it's just so valuable to have. And it pays for itself, whether it be in year 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not getting rid of this card at all. I'm going to be grandfathered in because of the coronavirus, issue. It seems that American Express has been going hardcore when it comes to giving their consumers, extra benefits. And with this card, I'm getting $20 a month to spend on restaurants, and they'll give me a $20 credit back. So I could spend, more than $20. They'll give me $20 back. That was in January that I got, that nice little perk. And so times 12, 20 times 12 is $240. So I'm getting $240 back on top of the $250 travel certificate that they give you with airlines. So, I bought $250 worth of travel bank money with United. So that's $250. And then I used that resort fee at the Waldorf Astoria. They gave me $250 back on my spend over there. So I'm already way ahead. With easily $750, I'll say close to $800 that I've gotten back from $450 in annual fee. So that to me is insane in year 2, and which is why I'm going to keep this card. And I'm keeping it until they discontinue it. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be grandfathered into wherever it is that they have. On top of that, you get, like I said, the supercharged earnings with Hilton. Any properties worldwide, 34x. It's insane. Then you easily rack up points whenever you make, let's say, any purchase that is not restaurants or with Hilton. You're going to get 3x back for every dollar spent, which, I like to use other cards for this equation. But if you were to spend, say, your money, at a restaurant, you'll get 7 Hilton Honors points for every dollar spent, which is not bad at all because I value those points at 0.6 cents per point. So now you're talking about, a nice 4.2% back on your spend, which is not bad at all. On top of that, they give you, like the complimentary Hilton Diamond status, lounge access, airport lounge access with priority pass. You get that with the Hilton Aspire. You get 24/7 concierge services. The reward night, though, to me is key because because of the diamond status, anywhere you stay, you're gonna get free breakfast. So, and if they don't have breakfast per se, and you gotta eat at a restaurant, they'll give you a $50 credit to eat at that restaurant. So, I mean, that's up to you, as to whether you would eat at that restaurant or not. Prices are a little steeper, but you get what you pay for. So usually, if you stay at a high end hotel, they'll have high end food, and it's. I mean, honestly, I've never had a bad experience at a Hilton. To me, it seems like they really go hard, to keep their diamond status members happy, and this is a no brainer. You can have a second rewards night, that you can uh, earn if you were to spend $60,000 in a year with the Hilton Aspire car. So if you're a high spender, this is something that you can hit. I personally would use that money, to hit other minimum spends on other cars and get that bonus, because it's that much more valuable. Also, because the great thing about having a Hilton Aspire and a Hilton Surpass, and then just the regular, Hilton credit card that they give you that has a no annual fee, that you can upgrade them, to Aspire, and you can downgrade them when you're done using that certificate. After a year, of course, you have to wait 12 months. Don't try to do it beforehand, or American Express is going to shut you down real quick. The way that you earn points makes it easy to rack those up. And like I said, yes, you can. Not all points are the same, and although this is not, like the Hyatt, where like for 5,000, 6,000 points, you'll stay at a nice little hotel. For 20,000, 30,000 points, you'll stay at a, pretty respectable hotel. So yeah, you'll pay, a lot more points, but you're also gonna earn them at a faster rate. So it kind of evens out to me, quite honestly. Like I said, the $250 airline credit, the resort credit, and the great thing is that the Waldorf Astoria credit, there's a $100 Waldorf Astoria and Conrad Properties credit. It can actually be triggered, if you spend more than one night at a Conrad or at a Waldorf Astoria. Just make sure you call the Diamond Desk and say, hey, look, I spent 2 nights here. You'll give them a code. They'll input it. And if it doesn't trigger it, they have the magic to make it happen. If you just are kind enough and courteous enough and do not act as an entitled person, they'll probably be able to use that $100 little credit and credit it towards your account, so that, those prices start coming down. The rewards to me are massive when it comes to this card, because not just on year one was I able to get so much out of it, because I was earning 12x back on groceries spent last year, so I used this a lot for groceries until I got the Freedom Flex, and then I ended up getting the American Express Platinum that is giving me now 10 MR points for every dollar spent on groceries. So I'm kind of using that at this point. But before that, it was the Aspire really that was my workhorse, and it just it's the gift that keeps on giving. I really find that if you're somebody that really wants a hotel card that makes sense, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, even if you were to stay one night per year at a Hilton property, like a high-end property like a Conrad or a Waldorf Astoria, this card pays for itself, especially if you're able to use the $250 airline credit and the $250 resort credit, because that right then and there is putting you up $50 on the $450 annual fee. We're not even going to take diamond status into the equation. The 34X, all of that stuff is there. But you see just how powerful this Aspire card is when you really put it to the test against any other card. And that's, my take on it. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. But like I said, to me, this is a super, super card. And I don't see how Hilton or American Express make money out of this card, because it just seems like you get so much more out of it. And I think that by you spending money at Hilton properties, they're able to kind of justify, the losses with this card. But I've honestly, the last 2 years, have gotten maybe $7,000 out of this credit card, just in and of it by itself. With when you take, the Hilton, the night certificates, the free night certificates, the Hilton Honors points, all of the other addendums, like the $20 credits that they're giving me this year. Last year they were giving me $15 credits, and On top of that, they were giving me, the 12x on groceries. I mean, it's just so much that I'm getting with this card that I honestly, I'm thinking about keeping it, until, like I said, they pry it from my dead cold hands, man. Because this credit card, I've never met anybody that has an Aspire that has ever canceled it. They've downgraded it maybe for a year because they're not gonna travel, but then they will just upgrade it. And my plans are to have 4 cards for me, 4 cards for my wife. We're gonna have 8 Aspires all together, and then we're gonna downgrade them at one point and then upgrade them when we are ready to take a trip to Singapore in the future, so that we can stay at some really high-end places while we're in Singapore and Japan. So that's kind of the plan. And when you're in this game, it's all about planning ahead. So 2 to 3 years from now, that's the plan. That's what we want to do, and we're set on it. We're gonna have to figure out how to work it, but I have a very good idea of how it's going to happen, and I can't wait. You guys will definitely be witnesses to all this. In the meantime, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate your time. Hope you guys are having a great day. And if I say something that clicks with you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It'll cost you absolutely nothing, and it helps me out with the algorithm. Until then, you guys take care. I'm the Credit Savage, baby. You guys take care. And don't keep in mind that cash is king, yes, but credit is power.